as you can see, this is a unique experience in terms of the amazing way in which New Mexicans rally for our people. And I can tell you that what is happening here in Lincoln County in the emergency response and the long-term recovery is a testament to what it means to be a New Mexican. We are strong, we are resilient, we mobilize our communities, and we get out there and we help people. And that's who we are, that's what we do, and that's why we're here today. I want to say to the families who have lost their loved ones and who have lost their homes, it is unimaginable. Our hearts are breaking. For the gentleman in El Paso who is still in the hospital grieving his children who were lost, we cannot imagine the unfathomable grief that that family is going through right now. So we want to extend our condolences as a state, as the leadership of our communities, to that family, to the family that lost their loved one as well here, who is a resident of Ruidoso, and to the families who've lost their homes. Just a couple of blocks down the road here on Gavilan Road, I spent the afternoon yesterday walking around a mobile home park, and I can tell you there are dozens of families who have lost absolutely everything. I met a family who literally their trailer had washed hundreds of yards down the stream bed, and everything in their home is decimated. They lost absolutely everything. There was nothing salvageable in their home. They didn't even know where they were going to sleep that night. They hadn't even figured it out yet. We met the manager of the mobile home park who literally was sitting on his porch and didn't know what he was going to do the rest of the day because he couldn't stay in his home last night. But he had woken up after his dog got washed down the river and found his dog sleeping on the porch, and had spent the day, even though he didn't know where he was going to sleep last night, on a front-end loader helping his neighbors undig. I met some members of the community, a bunch of young girls who had a pickup truck who were out there at the trailer park helping people load things into their truck. And when I asked them, did they have family members or friends there, they said, no, we just came to help. The owner of a local business who was distributing food to people who were recovering. This is what communities do when they experience this kind of loss. And it's not only a testament to the leadership and community that has been created by both the village leadership and the county leadership here, but it is a testament to the resilience of New Mexicans. And so I want to say to everyone out there, whether it is our first responders and the incredible coordinated federal, state, local effort to save lives, to recover, and to make sure that people are going to be safe tomorrow, over the weekend, in the next several years, whether it's rebuilding this village and the county, there is no other better example of what it means to really rise to the occasion. And I also want to join our Lieutenant Governor in thanking the governor for leveraging her leadership and her relationships to help New Mexico, because I don't think it was a given, especially given everything that we see going on nationally, that we were going to see our federal partners step up to the plate. And not only are they stepping up to the plate, they've deployed emergency crews to help with search and rescue. They are sending emergency money to help us. And as the governor said, we are expecting a national disaster declaration to be signed today. That happened because of our governor. So I want everyone to know that she's here on the ground, not only consoling our community, but she helped to unlock the resources we're going to need for this community. So there's really two pieces, I think, to the emergency response and the long-term recovery that's important to know. Over the coming days, we are expecting additional rain. There are homes and people that will be in harm's way. Just behind you in the rooms over here is the Coordinated Emergency Response Center. It is one of the most sophisticated, well-oiled machines I've seen in terms of emergency response, and aptly led by our local first responders alongside our National Guard. We will protect New Mexicans, but if you live here in Ruidoso, follow the emergency evacuation orders. We cannot lose another life. So it's really important over the coming days that everyone follow those emergency orders. And we're going to do everything we can to get dollars, humans, and rescue folks on the ground to make sure that we protect our community. As the governor said, we're hoping to get emergency money and also money that had been promised to the village here as quickly as possible to help desilt the riverbed so that the impacts are lessened. And we're trying to unlock additional money to help with recovery. But to also illustrate the all hands on deck, I talked this morning to tribal council leadership at Mescalero. Everybody is helping this community. Water trucks delivered. I met folks from the Lions Club in Carlsbad who drove up yesterday in pickup trucks to help out folks in need. This is really an all hands on deck effort. But the emergency response is today, tomorrow, the rest of the monsoon season. But we're going to need help, support for our families and communities for the next decade, because it's going to take a lot to recover this community. They have experienced catastrophe after catastrophe. The impacts to the racetrack, if you haven't seen them, are catastrophic. That is $150 million in the local economy a year. You cannot replace that overnight. And so our ask to everyone out there who cares about the people of Ruidoso and New Mexico is we're going to need you over the coming years, and please help us continue to support this community. And finally, I'll just say we have extraordinary leadership. You don't always see the alignment of leadership from the federal to the state to the county to the local, but we are fortunate to have one of the best local governments here in Lincoln County and Ruidoso. And so, Mayor, hats off to you. You've done an extraordinary job, and your team, and to our first responders here.